Hello everyone, and in this video we are going to discuss about four another type of data types in Python. So in this video we are going to discuss collection data types. What we are going to discuss? Collection data types. So what are the collection data types? But before discussing about collection data types, we must revise the previous lectures, right? So as of now, I've told you about four kind of data types. What are those? A string, integer, float, and booleans, right? These are the four kind of data types which I've told you about. But does any of these data type provide you or support multiple values assignment? Can I say x can hold two values, let's say 5 comma 6. If I run this thing, this thing works. But what if I print x? What if I print x? There is a bracket, right? And if I check the data type of x, if I check the data type of x, what will happen? It says a tuple. Why? I have inserted an integer, right? 5 is an integer, 6 is an integer. Why it's saying a tuple? Because this is a collection data type. Whenever you assign multiple values, we are going to need collection data types. Whenever we need to assign multiple values to a variable, we are going to need collection data types. So first I'll remove this and I'll start explaining what are collection data types. So there are four kind of collection data types in Python. First one is list, which is quite simple and super useful. Then we have tuples, simple but not so useful. Then we have dictionaries, which are not so simple but extremely useful. Then we have sets, nor simple nor that much useful. Okay, so these are the four data types in Python. List, okay, and dictionaries are considered as dict, okay, and sets are considered as set. So list, tuple, dict, and set. Dict is for dictionaries and set is for sets. Okay, so what are these four type of collection data types? So whenever we need to store more than one value, whenever we need to store more than a single value, we need collection data types. So as the name suggests, collection of data, right? Collection of data. So first we'll talk about the list. So what is a list? So list is basically it's represented with the square brackets. It is represented with the square brackets, represented with square brackets, and it's ordered. It is ordered, or you can say indexed. It can have duplicate values. It can have duplicate values. Don't worry, I'm explaining the definition as of now. I will also explain with the example. So this is a list. This is represented with the square brackets. It is indexed as we discussed with the strings, and it can have duplicate values. Okay. It can also we can also perform multiple operations on the strings. Okay. Operations can be performed. Now, what do I mean by strings basically? So let's say I understand with an example. A is equals to apple, then comma, banana, then comma, mango. Okay, so here a variable is holding a list. Okay, variable a is holding a list which has three values: apple, banana, and mango. So if I run this thing and say type of a, as you can see output is list. So the type of a is list. So a is a list basically which is holding three values: apple, banana, and mango, and each value has its own index. Each value has its own index. So as we discussed, so first I'll open a whiteboard, just a second. Okay, so in strings we discussed about, like, let's say a was uh, a, B, and C. The index of A was 0, the index of B was 1, the index of C was 2, like this, right? If we start from left hand side, the index was 0, 1, 2, and if we start from right hand side, it was -1, -2, and -3, right? So indexing remains same in the list as well. So the index of apple, this whole value, the first value will be 0, the second value will be 1, the third value will be 2. So if I write print a of 0 like this, will be printing a of 0, the output will be apple, as you can see, because the first value holds the first index 0 index holds the value apple. So if I write a of 1, the second value holds the banana. So if I write a of 1 and run this, it says banana, right? Then if I write a of 2, it will tell me that it is mango. But if what if I write a of 3, let's say, so it will say index out of range, okay, list index out of range, because there is no such value exist. Now what if I say I want from 0 to 1? What will happen at that point? It says apple, because how indexing how slicing works, I told you in the earlier class. So the syntax is always start index colon and index plus 1 with the step, right? So start index and index plus 1 and with the set. So from 0, start index is 0, so we'll include apple. Then the and index plus 1, so and index plus 1 means 1 minus 1, which will be 0. So we cannot include banana. Why? Because the last index is not included. The last index is not included. So that's why apple only is printed. So if we increase the length of our list, let's say 155, 56.78. So now in this list, you can see there is a string. These three are string values. Then we have two integer values. Then we have a float value, right? We can store multiple data types in a list. In a list, you can store multiple data types. It's free, like you don't need to worry about it, will not throw any error. Okay, so it provides us freedom to store multiple data types. Okay, so now if I write instead of 1, I write 3. What will be the output? So it will include 0, 1, 2, and at the 3 it will stop. So it will not include 1. So it will just print apple, banana, and mango. So if I run this and I'll run this. So as you can see, it returns apple, banana, and mango, right? So this is how string indexing or string slicing worked. The same behavior continues with the list. We can slice with the list using the slicing methods, which I already taught you in the string operations or string methods. So if you are new to this video, just head back to our string slicing concept and you will grasp it very casually. Then we'll give a step of 2. What will be the output then? So output will be only banana, apple and mango. Banana will be removed. So if I run this thing, you can see apple and mango is the output because the step is 2. So first apple, then direct banana, mango. Will skip the banana, and then 1 is already not included. So that's why apple and mango. So this is basic introduction to list. Now in the next lecture, we are going to discuss about the methods available on the list. So thank you everyone.